Dear students, so today we are going to study fifth chapter of ninth standard uh, belonging to science subject, that is fundamental units of life. From where this name came, fundamental unit of life, mean from where the life begins. And that unit, that is none other, that is a cell. Fundamental unit of life is a cell. Its beginning, the discovery of this cell, it was done by Robert Hooke in year 1665, when he was suddenly trying to see a thin cork slice under a microscope, under his microscope, which at that time, that microscope that was not fully in advanced technique, that was very simple microscope. And what he saw in that cork slice, he saw 6 corner boxes under the microscope, and these boxes, amazingly, he given each this box a name, that is a cell. It was looking like it is a home for honeybees. You have seen that honeycomb, and in that honeycomb you have seen these boxes like structures, and similar name he gave to it, that was a cell. Now regarding this cell, we have one of the activity, and from that activity we will get to the conclusion that what are living organisms made up of. So we are taking onion, and we have to do that onion peel experiment. What we have to do that in that experiment, we have to take a thin onion peel from a onion with the help of a forceps, and after that thin onion peel we have to put that in a water, so that any other impurity on that that may washed out in water. Then a thin piece of that onion peel we have to put in a stain. Or it may be stains are of many kind. The purpose of the stain is to give color to the cell. And after that we have to take that onion stained peel. Then again we have to put that onion peel in water, so that extra stain may wash down. Now we have to put that onion peel on a slide, and on that slide where we have placed that onion peel, we have to put one drop of that glycerol, so that we can make a proper slide. Then using a cover slip, we have to cover that onion peel, and we have to observe that under microscope. We are able to see cells like this. These cells are none other, these are that units from which that onion is made up of. And these cells they are clearly visible if we see it under microscope. Whenever you will be in school time, you can easily do this experiment and watch these onion peeled cells under a microscope. Now coming back to again history of the cell. First of all, we have known about the Robert Hooke. Then after near about 20 years, in 1674, Leeuwenhoek, he tried to search some other cells. So he found living cells in a pond water. In a pond water, he took a drop of pond water on a glass slide and seen it under microscope. He saw a free living cell in that pond water. He was the first man to see. And after that, near about after 150 years, so much time it was. In 1831, Robert Brown, he discovered the nucleus of the cell. As like you are able to visible nucleus here in the center, so many nucleus are there. So then after in 1839, Purkinje, he found protoplasm or cell fluid. If you are able to see the simple structure of the cell, there are three things in a cell. In center there is a nucleus, outside there is a plasma membrane, and in between that, this space here filled the protoplasm, or that is called cell fluid. And the first time Purkinje found it in the cell. So it may be one more question for you also, so you have to learn these names also. Then after came the cell theory, because so many things of the cell they were found, nucleus they found, protoplasm they found, and in 1838 and 1839, Sladen and Swan, they gave the cell theory. They proposed the cell theory in which more description was there about the cell structure. And these two biologists, they told that all the plants and animals, they are made up of cells. So they concluded that cell is a basic unit of the life. And after that, in 1855, Virchow, he expanded the cell theory. And what he proposed in this expansion, he gave that all the present cells, they came from the pre-existing cells. This was his prescription. And then after the revolutionary change in all these discoveries came, when in 1940, discovery of electron microscope came. So in the it's just past 80 years that we got the discovery of electron microscope, and nowadays there are high resolution electron microscopes are there. At that time it was not of high resolution. So these these were some of the background, it was some of the history regarding the cell. So now we are going to study some of the structures. Basically they are modifications of the cells. There are various kinds of cells. As like we have seen the cell in onion peel. Similarly, there were some of the organisms which were developed before the human, because in the earlier period it is said that cells that developed, they were not fully grown. Even that cells have not nucleus, like we are able to see this nucleus in case of amoeba or many other human body cells. They were not having well developed nucleus and nuclear wall and nucleoplasm. They simply were have the impression of the nucleus. And what that cells were called, they were called the prokaryotes. Because they were pro mean earlier. And now they came eukaryotic cells. And here we are going to study almost all the eukaryotic cells. So I will tell you about the prokaryotic cells also. Later part of this chapter, there is about prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. There is difference about that. We will study about that. But first we are going to follow these structures what are visible to you on this whiteboard. Here you are able to see it is a unicellular organism. It is irregular in shape. What it is called? It is called amoeba. Similarly, Some other unicellular organisms were there like Paramecium, Chlamydomonas. All these were single celled structures. So here some other structures are visible. All these structures except this, not including this, all these structures are human body cells. So you are seeing a variety of cells here. Almost 6 or 7 or more than that are visible here, because blood cells, they are of multi-category. They are almost of 3 kinds: RBC, WBC and platelets. Here is a smooth muscle cell. It functions for our muscular activities. And here are blood cells, and in blood cell there are RBC, they help to transport oxygen. WBC, they are soldiers of the body. And platelets, they protect the blood to come out of the body. They prevent the blood to come out of the body. Similarly, neuron, what's its function? So that to transmit the impulse message from one part of the body to another part of the body. And these messages are transported by neurons, which are part of our nervous system. Then these are the bone cells, which are present in our bone. And what is the function of the bone cell? Manufacturing of these blood cells. Similarly, fat globule, wherever we have excess fat in the body, that fat is stored in the form of fat globules in the body. And similarly, here is a sperm cell, that's part of our reproductive system. Similarly, there are ovum, that is also one of the cell. That ovum, they unite with sperm to form a form a bicellular structure. That zygote is developed from it. So many cells I have told you here. So all these functions different. Similarly, they have different shapes, and they are present in different parts of the body. They are performing different functions. So along with this, so many other cells are there which functions. I am telling you about the digestive system. No cell is shown here regarding our digestive system. Our digestive system include our stomach, small intestine and large intestine. In stomach, there are cells belong only to the stomach, and they function to digest the food. Partial digestion of food that takes place in that stomach part. Similarly, so many other parts to keeping out waste from our body, and keeping out waste from liquid waste from our body, that is done by kidney. And in kidney there are lots of nephrons, because they extract the contaminated blood to make it clear, and they leave the impurities out of the body from the kidneys. So many parts in the body are there, and all the cells, they also contain some of the organelles. Like here you are able to see, it's a simple nerve cell or neuron. It have nucleus visible here. Outside there are some of the other structures, and in this so many cell organelles are there. About cell organelles, I am giving you few examples of cell organelles, like lysosome, mitochondria, food vacuole. So we are going to study about the cell organelles later in the later part of the same chapter.